Imagine what your life will be like if you set your business up with a solid foundation so that it can grow at a pace that doesn't overwhelm you. I know, I know that you want your business to be a source of financial stability and satisfaction for you and your family. But in order for that to happen, it has to be organized, profitable, and run like a well-oiled machine, which it isn't doing right now. So you need to leverage your time and energy, work smarter, not harder. And you can only do this if you build sustainable systems that support your growth. But technology may not be your thing, and that's okay. I also know creating systems is probably boring to you, even though it lights me up. But if you want your business to grow and you want to create success on your own terms, then you have got to give the back end of your business some attention. That means you have to create business systems with automation. So today we're going to talk about how you can learn how to build your tech skills without taking another boring online course. That way you can grow your business without overwhelm. Welcome to the Mind Your Time podcast with Shannon Baker. I'm your coffee-loving host and the CEO of a boutique consulting company where I work with purpose-driven women like you who have tight schedules and an aversion to technology. But they're ready to get organized and create business systems so they can leave overwhelm behind and get things done. I strongly believe that being busy is not a badge of honor. We just need to be more intentional with our time and create success on our own terms. So grab your cup of coffee, some sparkling water, or pour a glass of your favorite wine, and let's dive into today's topic. Well, if we're connected on Instagram or if you're on my email list, then you know I have been in hustle mode since mid-September 2022. But don't worry, it's coming to an end and I am glad that things will be settling back down. So here's a bit of the backstory as to why this was the case. So I officially launched this podcast in April 2020, right as COVID shut the world down. And at that time, I was targeting mompreneurs who were either building a side gig or working their business full time. But as time went on, I realized my services were not a good fit for the women in that space. And my podcast wasn't in alignment with my services. So in the end, my business wasn't growing. And usually when I get those moments when I feel like I've hit the wall, I remember what one of my mentors used to say. She would always say, don't quit, shift. So I put things on pause so that I could determine how I was going to make a pivot in my business. So I sat down, had a black coffee conversation with myself, and despite being able to help my clients look at the big picture and move forward in their business, I was struggling to figure out how to put all the pieces of my business together and get it to work. I had a podcast, but it didn't align with my business and it wasn't generating leads. I had been trying to launch a membership for years, but I was not making any progress with that. I wanted to use a private podcast as a lead magnet, but I didn't know how to structure it or how to even incorporate it into my marketing. So like I said, I had no idea how to make it all work together. So I went back to basics and determined what the customer journey would look like with me and who I wanted to take this journey with, and I moved forward from there. One thing that I was very clear on was that my main offer would be a back office assessment, but I was not sure how to structure my podcast episodes or anything else to make that my featured offer. So I knew I needed to invest in some help to move forward, create a strategy, and then take action. So at the time that this was happening, Stacey Harris of Uncommonly More sent me a DM on Instagram that she was opening up her calendar for strategy sessions. And I've been wanting to book one of those for years, but I wasn't ready before. My business wasn't ready. Neither was my bank account. But this time, the timing was perfect. So I had to move a few things around a bit, but I booked a strategy session. During that session, Stacey pointed out that I needed to use the podcast content to explain what the assessment is and why it's valuable. I needed to take a step back and get my listeners to acknowledge that they don't know what they don't know. So I needed to break down the parts of the assessment and share how the assessment results get turned into an action plan. That action plan empowers the business owner to make the right decision for their business systems and guides them when it comes to making decisions to grow their business. Now, if you would like to hear from a business owner that booked the back office assessment and took this journey with me, then be sure to go back and listen to my chat with Jodi Silverman of Moms Who Dare. Implementing her action plan helped her get clarity in her business, and now she is focused on growing her business and she's not overwhelmed by all the pieces of it. I'm going to put a link to that episode in the show notes. Now, my strategy session with Stacey was the first of 3 investments I made in my business in 2022, and I am so glad that I did. In the fall, I booked a podcast strategy intensive with Stacey, and at the same time, I enrolled in a 6-week intensive to launch my membership. It's called the Exponential Income Accelerator with Samantha Harris. Working with these 2 ladies has helped me to create a circular offer of services. And the podcast, as well as my new audio freebie, they're constantly generating qualified leads, which has increased my sales. And now that the membership is officially open, I'm confident that the podcast is going to help me grow the membership. Speaking of the membership, it's called the Mighty Society. It's an exclusive membership for CEOs that are ready to ditch the boring courses, get organized, in the overwhelm, and grow their business. If you are a habitual DIYer, have an aversion to technology, are overwhelmed by all of the choices of technology, or just want to know how to use your tech tools to run your business more efficiently, then you need to be inside. I decided to create this membership because online courses are boring. And if you're like me, you never finish them anyway. And when it comes to creating systems, every business is different. No blueprint or cookie cutter solution is going to work for everyone. Your business is different than the last person or the next person. And besides, if documenting processes and implementing technology into your workflow isn't your strong suit, then you need access to someone that can guide you and help you when you get stuck. The Mighty Society is going to shorten the learning curve. It's going to save you time, and it will connect you to a private and supportive community of purpose-driven women. You will also have access to me at a price point that may fit into your budget a little better until you can work directly with me on a VIP day. I know that you want your business to be a source of financial stability and satisfaction for you and your family. That's also what I want my business to provide. But right now, you are probably experiencing some of the same challenges that I've experienced. You feel scattered and overwhelmed because you're disorganized. You may be anxious and frustrated because you don't have any systems in place. You want to build a team, but you don't know how to do it efficiently. You're tired of buying courses that don't help you reach your goals. You're tired of searching for solutions online, and you want help from an expert. But again, you don't have the money to make that big investment yet. I created the Mighty Society because I realized I am in a unique position to offer a different kind of support, education, and accountability, and I have not seen anything like this in the online space. Again, it's not a course that's overstuffed with a bunch of boring videos. It is a high-touch, done with you group mentorship experience to help you organize your business and support you in learning how to use your tech tools so that you can grow your business. So if you are a DIYer, this is definitely for you. This membership is intended for the small business owner at different parts of the journey. I wanted to create the type of support that I was searching for at every stage of growth in my business, but I couldn't find it. I wanted support that was strategic, high touch, customized, community-based, honest, collaborative, and accessible. And I wanted to create a community that would inspire you, challenge you, save you time, help you build professional relationships, help you build friendships, help you get unstuck, pull you out of the weeds, and get you more qualified clients. This membership is a good fit for you if you have been in business for at least 1 year and have a solid business concept, but are not ready to invest in my one-on-one services. If you only need support every now and then and would love to have a resource that you can count on when you need to get over a hurdle, if you're ready to step back from the day-to-day operations and focus on growing your business, and if you prefer hands-on training over presentation slides or long videos that give you the strategy but don't help you implement. But this is not a good fit for you if you are still exploring what your business will be, if you love working in chaos and you enjoy being in hustle mode. Now, here's what you'll get inside the Mighty Society: a monthly live masterclass with me or an expert guest on a specific theme to spark inspiration and keep things fresh, hot seat coaching calls for personalized feedback from me, hands-on task planning and done with you SOP creation, implementation weeks for rest and catching up, exclusive members only deals, and even more. And the best part, in my opinion, this membership is not hosted on Facebook. I created it on a platform called Heartbeat. It's accessible via the web, and there's a mobile app you can put on your phone or tablet. I wanted it to be in a space free of all the distractions and limitations that you experience with Facebook. Most importantly, I wanted everything you need to be in one space that is organized, private, and easily accessible. I want you to be intentional with your time. So when you're ready to focus on your business and on your business systems, you can log into the app and get things done without distractions. So what do you think? Please DM me on Instagram at _Shannon Baker and let me know what you think about the Mighty Society membership, whether you plan to join or not. And if this sounds like the solution you've been dreaming about, then go to theshannonbaker.com/membership and join today. I cannot wait to see you inside. I just want to thank you for tuning in this week. I hope today's episode was helpful and I would love to hear your thoughts on it. So please feel free to DM me on Instagram at _Shannon Baker and let me know your thoughts. My goal is to help you enjoy your journey because I know it's not easy, but there is strength in numbers. If you have any topics or ideas you would like for me to talk about on the podcast in the future, please make sure you reach out and let me know as well. I cannot wait to hear from you. So until next time, keep calm and streamline.